My favorite ukulele song is Summer Over the Rainbow because it's just very comforting.
Okay, so Living808 is on the road with Tony Group, and Kelly was joined by a special guest to check out the new Volkswagen ID.4. Take a look.
We're here at the Tony Group Autoplex, and I'm on the road with Tony Group today. I'm surrounded by beautiful brand new cars, but I'm all about sustainability and clean energy. So we know in honor of Empowered, we had to hop in an EV, and Jordan's gonna tell us all about what we're doing today. Hey.
Hi.
All right, so what car are you giving me today?
This is gonna be the Volkswagen ID.4. It is a Pro S model.
Wonderful. And what's cool about this is, I mean, when you talk about, really loving what you sell, you actually just got one of these.
Yes, I did.
So let's talk about the EV. What's the benefits of having it and why this one in particular?
So the benefits was cutting costs, of course. So you don't need to pay for gas. You don't need to pay for oil changes anymore. It's great.
Wonderful. And speaking of great, it looks great too. Well, let's talk about the actual range and the battery. Of course, the inside is very nice, but let's talk inside the inside. So what is the range?
The range you're gonna get on this model about 250 to 275, depending. On this particular one, it's gonna be at 275 because it's not the all-wheel drive.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, and then the battery life itself, because that's something a lot of people care about.
Right. So the battery life itself is gonna get you to 8 to 10 years. With that 8 to 10 years, usually in Hawaii, it's closer to the 10 years just because our weather isn't killing the battery.
Yes, and what's nice too is this Volkswagen has a ton of space too. So you can fit the whole fam in there.
Oh, of course.
Perfect. Now I have just one special guest that I'm picking up. So do you mind if I get on the road?
Of course, enjoy.
Thank you. We are so excited to be back on the road with Tony Group, and I am thrilled because Taimane is joining us.
Hello.
Of course, a longtime friend of the show.
Yeah.
And it's been so amazing to see all that you've been up to. Now, you're doing all the things in terms of music. Obviously, Nā Hōkū Hanohano favorite. You are an award-winning musician, but an ukulele virtuoso. And I feel like I learned that term when I met you. And it's so true to describe you. So how would you share, with what you do? What would you describe yourself as?
Oh, that's a tough question because I feel like being an artist, there's so many different facets of the music business that you become, especially as a musician who's independent and doing everything. So obviously the music is the #1 thing, but I love to dance and I like to make it like a visual experience for people to enjoy. So I play music, but I like to dance. I like to wear some crazy things. I have my little fluffy white jacket with me today and just really express myself as much as I can.
I love it. And when you talk about, I guess, how you've evolved over the years too, your style of music has changed. And even in the most recent music that you've been working on, it's very different from what you've been doing.
It is. So I just released a new song, Gotta Get It, April 12th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it is a completely different type of vibe. It's electronic beats, but you're still gonna get that crazy fast ukulele pyrotechnics that people kind of know me for, but with a different sound world behind it. And for me, this year has been more exploring myself as an artist, trying different sounds rather than just guitar, just cajon, drums behind me, and just really exploring, different sounds.
I love it. And speaking of sounds, we are in the Volkswagen ID.4. It is quiet. When you talk about an electric vehicle, I'm pretty amazed. All right, and we're just pulling out of the Autoplex right now at Tony Group. But as we're cruising around, we're gonna be heading to a park. I'm excited to be hearing some of your music. So if you don't mind, can you give us a little spice to get this ride going?
Okay, I call this Kelly's driving us to the park.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're coming out. Now it's cruising. And we're at a red light.
beautiful. That is so impressive too. All of the finger work that you do. Is that something that, I mean, obviously you're always playing music, you're always performing. Do you still practice?
Oh my gosh, it never ends.
Oh really? Okay.
No, so still constantly practicing to keep the chops up, and you know, there's so much to learn in music. There's so many different types of genres, and trying to translate it to an ukulele is even, you know, it's just, there's so much to learn. So yeah.
All right, and now we are turning onto the main highway. This is my favorite thing to do in an electric car. Are you ready, Taimane?
Sure. Oh, watch out! Watch out!
Feeling the torque. I love driving in electric vehicles, but I think the most exciting thing is, I don't think people realize how awesome they handle and how fast they can go. Obviously, we're within the speed limit, but it's a fun acceleration to be able to test out. Ooh, what a ride!
Yeah, and so smooth too.
I know.
It's like you're on a cloud. You don't feel the bumps at all. It's just like you're going into the space.
Right? It's our little spaceship right now.
Yeah.
And I've actually driven a Volkswagen electric car, but this ID.4 is a lot bigger than the other one.
Oh,
and so it's
yeah.
nice that it's a lot of spacious. I feel like you can have the whole family in the back.
Oops.
Wow.
Wow. Just a little slide and it slides with
We're
you.
discovering all of the new features right now in the car.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
You can just look up and play. And we are just pulling into the park right now. I know we got a little flavor here and there of some of your favorites, but coming up in just a bit, we're actually going to hear Taimane's brand new song that was just released this week. Stay tuned, Living808, we'll be right back.
My favorite song is Hawaiian Superman by Bretta Is, probably because that's one of the songs I used to play a lot on the ukulele.
Welcome back to Living808. We are on the road with Tony Group and of course the beautiful Taimane. Thanks so much for joining us. And we've been hearing some great tunes all throughout the drive. So when can people see you? Because I hear you have a tour coming up.
I do. I'm doing a full USA West Coast, East Coast tour in the summer, starting in July, finishing up in August. So make sure you go to my website to check if I'm nearby any of your friends and family. And then recently here in Hawaii, I'm going to be playing on April 20th at the Capitol Modern. Really fun. I'm doing a collaboration with Shangri-La. They're bringing an artist. He's Iranian. And we're gonna do like a collaboration of Iranian music vibes with Polynesian, Hawaii vibes together. Because Doris Duke was all about being inspired by Middle Eastern and Iranian art. So they're bringing an artist with that background. So they can check me out at the Capitol Modern with him on April 20th.
That's amazing, but we are actually going to get a sneak peek right now of your new music. So we already were testing the sound system on this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This car can bump it. So can we
yeah.
get a preview of your new song?
Sure.
All right, let's park.
Okay. Let's Thank
you
you,
are so
Kelly.
great. Okay, so brand new song just released this week. Where do we
Yes.
find it?
So, Gotta Get It. You can get it on Spotify, iTunes, all of the platforms, or you can just go to my website, taimane.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's pop back into our beautiful ID4.
Let's do it.
Because we gotta get it.
We gotta
back
get
to
it.
Volkswagen. Gotta get it.
I like that.
Wasn't that awesome? She
She's
is
so amazing.
so great, so talented, and such a sweet woman too.
Talk about a music video in front of a car.
Wasn't that neat?
That was killer. I really liked that. And
Yeah.
her song is really good.
It is. So
I'm
she just
about to
released
look
it
up.
on Friday. There's also a really cool music video, so make sure you go check that out. And again, follow her on social media.
It's like so calming and
Gotta
serene, and then all of a sudden she starts playing and it like uplifts you. Pretty sick.
That was stuck in my head for days after that shoot. So good. So thank you to Taimane for joining us, and mahalo to Tony Group. It was really fun driving in the ID4.
Yeah.